You're at work and Eric walks up to you. You ask him if he's seen the newest release and he says, "Actually, I've been catching up on this older show." Just then, a scene from that show pops in your head and you think to yourself, "Damn, I gotta rewatch that." Now look, there's plenty of reasons to rewatch something, but you don't have to tell me how many times you watched The Office for me to know. What? No, you don't gotta tell me. No, I don't want to know. I know you like The Office. How many? Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, most of us have put something on the background for sake of comfort, right? Had a long day at work and just need to turn your brain off? Well, then I have the thing for you. Follow these 4 easy steps and I'll have you basking in the Comf rewatch. Step 1. Get as comfy as humanly possible. Step 2. Get some nice snacks or food. Step 3. Get a minor activity to do alongside the watch. And step 4. Pick out a show to choose a Comf rewatch. Sometimes what I want isn't an active watching experience, but I just need the comfort of a fun show. When your brain and body is fried, some good popcorn entertainment is just what the doctor ordered. Now, there have been plenty of times where I was just stressed and overwhelmed, and I just wasn't feeling up to watching the current season's most hype show, so I wanted to put something on that I've seen like 20, 30 times. And some of my best memories doing that are alongside doing puzzles or painting or doing some other small hobby with the people around me that are also watching it. Like having a decent dub, no intensive plot, and fun characters is the only thing that's needed other than your own personal love for one of these shows. That'll help the show fit you like a good set of PJs. Shows like Ouran, Devil's a Part-Timer, Duru Camp, One Punch Man, Psyche, all these shows meet our 3 criteria for a Comf rewatch and then some. My personal choice for a Comf rewatch has to be Ouran, because no matter how things are going, try feeling depressed when you look up the screen and you see these boys having a gay old time.
I'm sorry, but who is Mama?
Based on club position, I assume it's me.
I mean, The Office doesn't personally count for me because I do watch it subbed, but you know.
War ja ein super Streich, Jim. Hast mich in den Annex geschickt.
Hi, Michael.
Nein, Gott! Nein, Gott, bitte, nein! 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 Nein!
And hey, if you're not needing that mental recharge or even just need it to a lesser extent, you can still resonate with the show, leading to a vibe rewatch. A vibe rewatch can fit any emotion, but it is pretty self-explanatory, right? Like a show where you just feel, so you watch. You just kind of vibe with. So you watch. You feel a little. So you watch. You just long for. So you watch. By definition, the vibe rewatch is completely reliant on your emotional headspace. But if I had to pick one show as an example, I would probably choose Kaguya Love is War. The show is filled with a bunch of things you can resonate with, but if I had to pick one thing, I would probably go for the arc Yu Ishigami Closes His Eyes from Kaguya Season 2. Because with the first watch of this arc, you're already vibing with Ishigami, just feeling proud of him, enjoying seeing him try to better himself. But upon rewatch, it recontextualizes everything to the point that it makes it feel like you're watching scene after scene of him trying to better himself, while he still feels ostracized by the people around him. Making it so a lot of these things that were subtle upon first watch really feel in your face upon second watch. Especially knowing how much all these characters end up meaning to Ishigami, it doesn't make rewatching this hit any less hard.
いい人だ。平気っすよ。見ようとしてなかったのは僕だ。
Honestly, I don't know if there's a vibe I resonate more with than looking around and seeing how great the people around you are. And no matter how much you may question it, when you truly look, you can know that you were accepted right from the start.
できた。会長の綿菓子でっけえ。これで50円。楽しかった。
You can get a similar form of recontextualized build-up with a hype rewatch. During the first watch, blind anticipation of hype can lead to, as we say, the big nut moment. But upon rewatch, hype can give you a feeling like you have an in with the author, or specific characters, sometimes leading to an entirely recontextualized hype moment. Like in JUJU Beans when Gojo says,
大丈夫。僕最強だから。
the first time around, you're like, oh yeah, this guy's a badass. Where the second time around, you're like, yeah. Yeah, you are. Or there's the hype of watching these training moments a second time, knowing where they lead to. Like, not much can get me pumped to work hard on whatever I'm doing, more than some good hype rewatch. Shout out to Gurren Lagann for whenever I need that straight shot of adrenaline. You know, now that I think about it, there's also times where a show I felt I didn't really like stuck in my head and kind of left me wondering, was that good? So, I was late to the ReZero party, so from what I heard about it through friends, I kind of figured it was going to be overhyped. And at the end of my first viewing, I kept saying to people, you know, I don't know if I loved that show, but I'm really surprised at how invested I was. Like, I was still trying to write the show off to some extent, but whenever I talked about it with people, I found myself almost defending it to an extent where I was like, wait a minute, did I like that? So I went back for a second watch, and lo and behold, the second time around, I was watching these moments looking forward to him overcoming to the extent that I'm excited for season 3 to come out. Now, it's not one of my favorite shows by any means, but that doesn't mean going back and rewatching it didn't make me want to bump it a full letter grade in terms of personal quality. You know, now that I think about it, it's probably normal to bump something full letter grade in a similar regard. A lot of things get recommended to us because they're quote-unquote classics. We go in thinking it's overhyped, and only in context of the next few years, of maybe even just a few days of digestion of the show, you can just go back and be like, you know what? I appreciate that way more than I did originally. I do feel like this can go both ways though. Like, you know those fan service shows you used to watch when you were younger? And you just remember thinking, okay, yeah, I watched it for the fan service, but come on, it was funny, right? And then you go back to watch it and you're just like,
これ食べる？いいの？それじゃあいただきます。
自分で持ってくれない？
弟とかも。
yep, this is awesome. I mean, changing your literal opinion on a show may be a bit of a perspective change, but almost no rewatch will change a perspective more than when there's a twist. There's no shortage of good twists that completely retextualize scenes, like the dinner scene in The Sixth Sense, a good chunk of Fight Club, or in Attack on Titan, how after the reveal in season 2 that Berthold and Reiner are the Titans, it completely changes certain scenes upon second viewing. That is, if you didn't guess it was them, by the fact that they look exactly like their Titan counterparts. I mean, look at this. See? See? What? You don't see it? Well, how about now? I mean, if you didn't have the X-ray vision and notice that, then it would change this scene from...
謝っても仕方ないぞ。早く弔ってやるんだ。
into, hey, shut the fuck up, act natural.
Oh no! Who could have done this?
As much as there's plenty of twists that will make scenes fun to rewatch, I feel it's something special when there's a twist good enough that it practically demands you rewatch the show, leading to what is honestly probably one of the most different watches you can get first to second time, if the twist is done right. Speaking of demanding watching a show, when it's a show you love and need an excuse to watch it, not much makes for a better excuse than a friend watch together. Otherwise known as the, hey, you wanna watch this? No, I'm sure you wanna watch this. Yeah, you'd like this one specifically. What? Oh yeah, you're right, you've been talking about watching this. We should watch this one. Rewatch. With any given show, rewatching it with a friend means that you get to live it vicariously through them, as well as any of the previous examples of rewatching it for yourself. Not to mention, depending on the show, you may pick up on new things the second time around, so that when you talk to them about the show, you can try to avoid spoilers, but mention these little things to help fill out their first viewing. So they'll be getting the info they're picking up the first time, as well as some of the little things that you're getting your second time. Real talk, some of my best experiences watching anything has been with the people closest to me, sharing the shows I love with the people I love. And honestly, if I'm trying to convince you of anything right now, it's to go grab a snack, a good spot, some loved ones, and go watch a good goddamn show together. Have a good night. Drive safe.